everybody has affection for something or somebody, and I'm sure it's not cut and dried and really, really easy. But the Apostle Paul said in Colossians chapter 3, verse 2, set your affections on things above. Cultivate that relationship with God. Remember in yesterday's message, we talked about how spiritually mature you are is reflected in how much you know God. Do you know Him well enough just to be saved? Or do you know Him well enough to where you're conquering some of your sinful tendencies? Or do you really know Him? The pure delight of a single hour that before thy throne I spend. When I kneel in prayer and with thee, my God, I commune as friend with friends. That's the Father's part of it. And John is saying, I want to tell all of you, whether you're a little baby or you're a young man or you're a father, spiritual growth-wise, be careful of your affections. There's always the possibility of your affections being directed in the wrong way. It's a daily thing, to deny selfishness and take up your cross and follow Jesus. It's a daily thing, and if you're not careful, you'll get the love of the world system to come back into you. Well, what do we mean by the world? Well, here you go. 1 John chapter 2, verses 15 through 17. And he's saying, I'm saying this to all of you, no matter what your spiritual maturity level. Do not love the world, nor the things in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father isn't in him. Your affection's wrong. Okay? All that's in the world, here it is, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the boastful pride of life is not from the Father, but from the world. The world's passing away, and also its lust. But the one who does the will of the Father lives forever. Lust of the flesh, lust of the eyes, pride of life. Lust of the flesh is sensuality. Anything from sexual immorality to overeating. Any kind of love of the senses. And then the lust of the eyes is coveting. Oh, I wish I had that. Oh boy, life would be better if I had that, that type of thing. So you're longing for something that you don't have. So you're letting your appetites control you. That's lust of the flesh. Yeah, you're letting your eyes, your desire for things control you. And then a boastful pride of life. That's so sneaky. That's so sneaky. What do people think of me? You can even have a low esteem and still the boastful pride of life is controlling you, because even though you have low esteem, you want to be somebody. You want to be loved and respected and admired, and that's why we have arguments at softball games. It just amazes me. I mean, who cares how good you are at slow pitch softball? And yet there are guys that treat it as though they're in the major leagues. That's what we're talking about. And the reason that's in my mind is because I was in 3 softball leagues when I was in seminary. I was in a Monday, Thursday league, a Tuesday, Friday league, and then we had a tournament team that would play on weekends. Mainly because I wanted to come across as a stud athlete. By the way, that didn't go well. So be careful and don't let those things creep into your life. And so here you've got somebody that's gone with the Apostle Paul on some of his missionary journeys. Boy, you talk about somebody that has matured in the faith. He's going with the Apostle Paul on missionary journeys. And in 2 Timothy chapter 4, Paul makes it clear he's about to be offered up. In other words, he's about to be martyred. And here's what he says to Luke. Here's what he says to Timothy in 2 Timothy chapter 4. Make every effort to come to me soon, for Demas has forsaken me, having loved this present world. 2 Timothy 4:9. Yeah, it can happen to anybody. And so I'm warning you, whether you're a brand new Christian, whether you're a Christian that's been seasoned for a while and you're getting strong, or whether you're one of those intimate Christians, you got to be careful and don't let the wrong affections creep in. Set your affections on the things that are above. Have a great day.